right, 2023. It's here. New you, new me, new you, new stew.
New stew.
We're in yeah. This is gonna drive me nuts. Yeah, we're an ingredient short, so but we'll make the most of it as always. So yeah, if you can't hear me, let me know.
No, I can't hear you fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep these on. But yeah, do you guys have I was pretty fucked up after that Christmas party.
Totally. Yeah. Right. Yeah. That set the pace for the holidays.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did for me too.
Yeah.
I didn't really stop till New Year's Eve, anyways.
No, I was playing it kind of cool that night.
Yeah. Yeah, I was definitely feeling pretty shitty.
Drew was definitely liquored up that night.
I think he texted the next day and said he was super hungover.
Yeah.
I think I saw him take a bite of an orange, and I was like,
yeah, dude, he was eating.
What's going on? Like,
he was eating the orange on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super fun though.
Yeah, I had a great time. That was like one of my I don't know, better holiday memories, or favorite holiday memories, maybe. Not better.
The greatest holiday memory that you have is our
top
Christmas party
holiday memory ever.
Oh wow, man!
Right, yeah, I was right.
We made it. That was the goal, dude. That was what we planned.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Did you guys get anything good for Christmas?
Steph and I got each other a Switch. Like Nintendo Switch, yeah.
Oh, I was like, dang.
That was our New Year's.
Oh, okay.
You made your wife go out and cut you a Switch.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish our neighbors do something cool where they just buy a trip. And I was like,
cool.
That's like a way cooler thing to do than, I mean, our new 4K camera is pretty tight.
It's pretty.
So, but
I got super cool stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah, like stuff that like usually I'm like, this is all right, but like I wouldn't get it for myself.
Yeah.
This was like people got me like cool. I got like a really cool cutting board.
Oh yeah,
like your Vietnam.
Yes, like I got a pot that looks like
it's ready for Vietnam.
Yeah, it looks like a helmet or something. It's
really
cool. Yeah, and it and then I don't know, just like the quality of the stuff was like I was like, oh, I would want this but never buy it.
Yeah.
Because versus like usually it's like I'm getting this because someone just wants to give me a bunch of other things. So like I was like super impressed with a lot of the stuff we got, and my kids and I also got a Switch.
Oh, okay.
So that was also.
I keep thinking like
right
when you get in trouble.
This one I cut them a Switch.
Yeah,
Beat them on Christmas Day,
and then made them open it, and they're like,
I am Krampus.
Yeah,
here I come.
Like, we get it now.
It's not all joy on this day, kids.
Yeah, I mean, I got the camera, and I got like a. It's just a Target like zip up vest, like a not like a puffy
like
one.
a Target, so you can go as a Target employee.
Yeah. It's red, so now I can't. So I can try and steal from.
Right now they think you work there.
Yeah, that's why I trimmed my beard down, but kept the mustache, so I could try and get back into Walmart.
Crucial.
Yeah, but no, it's just like a zip up vest. And it's like super comfortable, and I love it. And I think I might put my Lodi.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think other than that, it was like pretty chill. But yeah, it's the same thing. We're like, I don't know. I got Katie a bread maker. That was pretty cool.
Oh,
but that was like one of those conflicting things too, because you're like, we have an oven. It's like all you really need. But like,
I think
it makes like the perfect loaf or whatever.
That's what I think. Like I think it's cool to have a dedicated machine, and then you get in the rhythm of just like dumping some stuff in and setting it. Like, yeah,
set it and forget it.
Set it and forget
exactly.
it. So, what about New Year's? Anything crazy happen? Nobody rode by on a motorcycle?
No.
Not, that stopped. That stopped. The motorcycle.
You won.
And I think I want 100% say it was the note on the mailbox.
Yeah, it had to have been, right?
But then here's the crazy thing is someone came by and like spray painted over the note with like spray paint, and like I was like, that's weird.
They couldn't just tear the note down.
That's what I thought. Tear the note down.
Yeah, it's like a weird thing to attack.
Right. But I don't think it's related to the motorcycle. I think it's just a third party here, and now we gotta
Now you have to write a note about spray painting.
We got a subplot. Yeah, you got to add another.
Oh yeah, now vandalism.
Yeah,
Noise complaints, vandalism.
Right.
You can't get out of this neighborhood, Josh.
And then a note about note leaving. Would be
Yeah,
the
yeah,
next
littering.
one. Yeah,
Man. Yeah, we just kept it pretty chill on New Year's. We just like our neighbors came over and yeah.
I will have to say I perfected my king's cake recipe.
What's a king's cake?
It's that
There's
Mardi
a
Gras
beam that sticks. It's all purple.
Yeah, it's all purple. But you only make it when
Yeah,
they
it's got a
win.
cowbell in it. You got to find the cowbell.
I see it.
Like, just didn't do a very good
Frosting
job.
over it.
Frosting over a cowbell. Fondant.
No, it's just so I got into baking late in the whole COVID shutdown. Pretty much like when everyone was returning to work, I was baking. And it's a like old school French, All King's Day, January 6th. You make
Oh,
it.
it's tomorrow. Or
And-
yeah, tomorrow.
Oh, it is. I gotta
King's
make
Day.
another one. Right. It's the Mardi Gras baby cake
Oh.
that everyone.
Oh.
Yeah, the
I
one
know
with the
what you're
little. It's like a circle and baby in it, and
Yeah, it's got like an actual like not physical
Yeah.
baby, but like
yeah,
a
a little.
like a toy
figurine.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm
What
just.
a weird thing.
It is.
Totally,
It is
yeah.
super weird, but I just like I don't remember why. I think I watched something and it just popped to me. It was actually Amazing Race, and they had to find the baby in like 1,000 king cakes.
Oh, really?
So they're like just going through all these different king cakes, finding this one baby.
So weird.
And I was like, oh, what? I wonder what a king's cake tastes like. And so I looked into it and I started making them, and yeah, and I'm happy with my recipe now. So you may get a king's cake.
I might, yeah. You could bring it to
Yeah.
Drew's little
there we
his
go.
little
Oh,
king.
there
His-
we go.
That's
His
your
little
gift.
king.
His little king gets a king's cake
I bring incense and myrrh, and a king's
And
cake.
a cake.
and a cake.
It
He's
was
like,
good. I had the cake. It was pretty good. Like, so I'm a witness to his.
Really?
Yeah. That was-
yeah, I don't think I really ate like any sweets or anything like that, but I'm down to try it. I'll try anything once.
Yep. All right. It's made.
Is it how big's the baby?
It's like the size of it. It's like those figurines right there.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Throw them out.
Muscles.
Should I put one in
You
the
should put one in the.
Oh, you should, dude. You should make one for like the
Like a Hulk Hogan
all the
cake.
boys
Yeah.
in there. Yeah, dude. These were the shit back in the day.
Super. Yeah. And they came like a little garbage can.
Yeah. Why is there? There's hair in it.
Well, it came in a
Probably,
garbage can.
Oh, that's true. There's a condom. COVID
Oh, it came
test.
from
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Going back to your wife's
Gifts.
grandparents. Yeah, these were super cool, man. I really liked the. They were awesome. Really
Yeah,
cool.
They're like pre-little homies.
Yeah, I think homies are cooler though.
Oh, undoubtedly.
But these guys. Oh, this one. I remember this guy.
Like-
the ninja one that was in there. He was the most badass one.
Oh, there's the Mortal Kombat guy. That's the one I like. This guy. They're like multiple arms.
Oh yeah. That
Oh,
probably
yeah.
is. That might be an inspiration. for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of wish I'd kept some of my old toys back in the day. I have I think I sent a picture of it. It was art like the nativity scene. with
Yes,
Pee
that
Wee.
was awesome with
that
Pee Wee
that
Herman.
nativity scene's like older than I am. But then like that's like the original Pee Wee Herman. I have it's like 1987.
which is
That's
also
awesome.
older than you.
What Pee Wee?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's older than I am, but like the toy.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. I mean, whatever. Toys are cool. Our girls didn't get a lot. Like we didn't go. They got scooters. That was kind of like their big Christmas present because we were like, we're not doing like all these like a million pieces, toys and shit. Like that shit sucks.
Yeah. It's
So.
impressive. I mean, it feels like our kids get like so many presents. It feels like.
You got to do like a clean out before Christmas.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, but then it
real.
also like dictates the day. You know, you're like, let's eat so we can open presents for the next like 2 hours. You're like, it's cool getting stuff, but also like our kids get so much
Yeah.
stuff.
It was like
Like so many relatives. They're the only kids.
Yeah, they're
In
the
that-
only
Oh,
cousins.
really?
They're
Yes,
the
they
only-
don't have any cousins or
Grandkids
so
or-
everyone's like into them, and you know, like that's fine, but
Yeah.
it's like a big day for opening stuff.
We got a globe that you can put it has like games. It's like a leapfrog thing. It has a pin you can touch it to and it'll tell you facts. And then we were playing like the trivia game. I had no idea where India was. I knew it was in Asia,
really? Wow.
somewhere over in Asia, but I could
Yeah.
not find it. And then I was like, oh, it's my eyes. Like I had a hard time seeing it, but it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun.
You were really weirded out that it was round too. I remember you texting like, why is this?
Why is this thing weird?
Yeah, it's just-
Why is it a flat? This is the problem with everything. So, yeah, I mean, I think we had.
How are your kids probably more so, but how are your girls with Santa Claus?
You know, we didn't see him. Oh no, did we see him? I think they know that like he has helpers. Like when you see him about,
moving into category like 2, I call it.
I guess.
phase 2.
Yeah.
Phase 2.
Well,
It's
like when we like see him out.
he doesn't do it.
Well, like I think last year we went to like a friend's house. They had Santa there, and they're like, "Yeah, he's wearing like that guy is wearing the same shoes that Santa had," and they know like in a mall or whatever. Or if we ever went, like we see him out in public, they're like, oh, it's one of his helpers, like it's his friend, it's friend Santa or something. So, yeah, I don't know. They're not really. Like, they still think they still believe in him.
Oh, good.
So yeah, that hasn't come up yet.
Spoiler.
What's that? Dies in the end.
I mean, my goal is to be like, you know, like it's Mickey Mouse. You know, like they're equivalent in terms of believability. Like, you know, like when we see Santa, I say the same thing I do when I see Mickey Mouse, which is like, hey, it's Mickey. You know, like, hey, it's Santa. You know, and it's like, yeah, like I'm gonna do that when I'm like 60. Yeah. And my kids are old, and that's stupid, you know. And like, because that's the whole point. Is like, yeah, Dad was always this fucking dumb regarding the subject of fake characters.
They have an intervention with you because they're like, Dad, we need to talk about you and your.
He's got to go into
with Santa Claus.
Well, like you always hear like people that are like bitter at their parents because like they lied about Santa. You're like, well, dude, you're fucking a child. You know, like, come on, like it's fun and like. It's magical. Like, was it damaging? Was it really damaging? How fucking privileged are you that you're recovering from a Santa myth? You know, like, so
Dude, I think
I'm kind of like, yeah, like I'm gonna carry this thing on as long as possible, but I'm also not like pushing the
PTSS.
Like, I'm not gonna
post-traumatic SC. Post-traumatic.
Well, like, I mean, like where it's like make them believe far beyond where it's like socially acceptable at school.
Yeah.
And they're like ashamed to.
Yeah, you don't want to be like have like a 13-year-old that's like, did Santa eat
a kid out at school.
Santa eat all the cookies last night? So like Ruby had her 4 front teeth pulled.
Yeah. How? Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then like the tooth fairy thing, and we're just like, oh fuck, we got a tooth fairy, which was fine. Like she was asleep and we just did it. But then I was like, dang, that's another weird one that like I don't know. I mean, I remember it, but it didn't like it was like your first handful of teeth, and then it was kind of like, yeah, now it doesn't come anymore. Yeah, but that's another creepy one.
Yeah, someone breaking in and taking your teeth and leaving money.
I mean, why not make up any other type of life event fairy? You know, like losing teeth, getting presents on Christmas. Like,
well, also like what else do you lose too? Like,
yeah, you could have like a broken
dignity
bone.
fairy.
Yeah, the broken bone fairy. So, yeah, she took like a champ too. So, do you guys have any New Year's resolutions?
Nothing big. Just like I'm working out.
Yeah, that's kind of like.
I mean, I honestly do make a list every year, and I fail horribly.
Well, with that attitude.
Yeah. Well, it's a very achieving list.
I don't like the whole New Year's part of it. So like I'm kind of like you know, late December start doing something a little more, and then I'm in the habit of it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did with Jiujitsu. I started like early to mid December, and with the exception of last night, they canceled because of the weather. I've been going weekly.
Oh, nice.
And, dude, it fucking rule. I am so sore. Like my sciatica was all fucked up. Like I have to stretch constantly. I'm stiff, and I went to an afternoon class, and I walked in and I was like, oh, I'm the only white belt here. Everybody's a blue belt. and I just I got
They all
manhandled.
picked on you.
No, they paired me up with a guy who'd been out for 2 years. And he just came back 2 weeks ago, and he was super nice guy. I felt bad. I was like, dude, I'm sorry.
Worked at a paper company.
Yeah. Huh? What?
Dwight reference The Office.
Oh, what are you talking about?
The Office.
I know it's The Office. Which one? I know it. Whatever. But I felt bad. I kept apologizing. He goes, "No, it's fine." And then he was like, it was just all muscle memory for him. So he was like, at one point, we did this exercise where, if someone stands like this,
Demonstrate. Okay. Yeah.
and you wrap your leg around them, and then like that.
You wrap your legs around their legs.
Yeah. So you come in this, and then it's a weird spinning thing, right? And it was fucking ridiculous. I couldn't do it. After 3, I couldn't get my legs up, and this dude was bigger than me, easily 300 pounds, and was just flying all over the place. And I was no, but the instructor was just pretend picture yourself as a Ninja Turtle. I was like,
What?
yeah,
I do. That's why I'm here. I eat
that's why I'm here. Yeah.
What?
I was like, cowabunga, dude. My email signature just says cowabunga. Of course. But yeah, no, the guy was just he was insane. And then he just mauled me the entire rest of the class. So, but it's fun. It's super awesome. But yeah, I'm just stiff and sore all the time. So, yeah. So that's
Yeah.
Fox's resolutions. Here we go.
Well, these were last year's. So read 6 novels, which I did. Yeah, no big deal. Actually, struggled there. Learn to fiddle.
With what?
Hey!
You gotta name them. You gotta take them home and label them.
I got a labeler.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Might have to. Might have to.
So I love this poem called Sam McGee, or The Cremation of Sam McGee.
Like Bobby McGee? Me and Bobby McGee? Oh.
And
Me and Sam agreed.
it's just a campfire skit that I want to learn, and I'm 90% there. And then create 4 star tours, with the looking at the stars in the skies.
Oh, like a constellations?
Yeah, and 1 for each solstice and equinox. Didn't do any of that. Learned 3 seafood recipes. Didn't do that.
Oh, really? That's a pretty easy one, man. Ceviche.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's that, but I wanted to go a little crab.
Yeah.
Something.
Crab bisque.
Yeah, something like that.
What's another good one? Swordfish.
I just never got into it. Brew 4 beers. Never did it.
Sunfish. You should get, if you want to get fish, you go to Sunfish.
Sunfish.
It's in Sacramento.
Do a donor's choose one time. Didn't have any money. Enter a writing contest. Didn't write shit.
Writing or writing?
Writing. Lickety clack.
Not like
Writing.
yeah, riding your bike.
Buy a house. Yeah, market sucks. And yeah, have a career.
All I'm really hearing is just excuses.
Yep.
It's not really all I'm hearing. It's a million ways. There's a million reasons to say no, Matt.
So do they just carry over to the next
Some
year?
do. Some
Or
do. Yeah.
Is there ones that from childhood get an A in the 4th grade spelling test?
I finally crossed that off.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, those are all good ones, though. I think I should start reading more. That'd be a good one.
I kicked my novels up to 8 this year.
Damn, what so you read 7 novels?
I technically read more, but I didn't keep track.
Now, reading.
Yeah, reading.
Not listening.
Not listening.
Okay, well, that's a good one. Yeah.
Josh listens.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of.
Yeah,
I have no problem with that medium. I just like the time to sit down and read.
Yeah. I used to read a lot. Now I don't know. I feel like my attention span's gone.
That's one of the reasons I felt like I was looking forward to the when's this chapter gonna end and not being in the moment.
Yeah, I don't know. It takes a lot for me. It's got to be something I'm super interested in to want to read about it too. That's why I like biographies, I guess. But
I got really into the Dune series, and I'm on book 4 of Dune, which got
the
really, yeah. So I read the original
the movie.
Really got into the first one and know that, like, and then the movie came out and it was amazing.
Oh.
And then, but like never read past that, and they get super sci-fi.
Yeah, that's a medium. Like, I don't like sci-fi.
Yeah.
I saw they're making Dungeons and Dragons, the movie, and I was like, man, I don't know. Like, I don't know about this one, but I don't know. You're into sci-fi, Josh?
It depends, like what it is. Like, I don't like. I like the idea of playing with reality, but like getting too deep into like details that are hard to follow.
Like Game of Thrones, was that too much?
No, I like that. That was cool. Like, I think, but it's like you gotta have a good story, and if the story's not interesting, I'm not really into it. Or,
oh, what's his name? The fiction writer does really good narratives.
Philip K. Dick.
Yeah, Philip K. Dick. It's not.
That was
not fiction. Sorry, you're right. No, non-fiction writer.
Cool guy.
What did he write?
Langston or Lars or whatever.
Lars Langston.
The devil.
New friend.
Right.
The Devil in the White City.
Oh, Devil Wears Prada. That's what you're thinking
yeah,
of.
We got Eric Larson.
Eric Larson.
Yeah.
Oh. Sounds like a dude we went to high school with.
It does. He's a cool writer.
Yeah.
I like him.
This is driving me kind of crazy. I can't hear anything. Oh, well. You guys can hear it, though, right?
Yeah.
Still?
Yes,
okay.
yes.
What was I going to say? Yeah, I think New Year's resolutions, man. I don't know. Whatever. They work. But, yeah, reading would be a fun one to get back into, I think.
So we got a star chart for Henry.
Okay, yeah, because didn't you get like a natal chart, too?
Yeah, because someone gave me a natal chart, like reading that I have to schedule, and like I have to know the time of my birth, which I don't know.
No, not that kind of star chart.
Okay,
That's like we're like Henry like reward chart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Stephanie's like, I think I'm gonna make a star, and it's like, just make your New Year's resolution in star chart form. Like she wants easier goals to attain.
Yeah.
That like incentivize her to do more goals.
Yeah, and that's easy. Like start like I'm gonna go for a walk every night after dinner.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, family walk after dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what if you just broke your New Year's resolution into quarters or something?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
by
that's
March. I'm gonna do like 25 salads or whatever the heck your goal is.
I'm only gonna get blackout drunk 3 times a month, as opposed to. Oh, it's like the star chart. Like, do your chores. Yeah. We have one of those, dude. That lasted maybe 2 weeks.
Oh, I think it'll last a long time with him. He's super, like, that's his, like, jam.
He's, like, motivated by that type of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, ours got torn down in, like, a fit of defiance about probably putting something away that was on the star chart. So, the natal chart, I don't know how I would react to something like that.
I don't know. I didn't realize like it was sort of like given as like a gift tag to pass around. Like we're all getting it, and I was like holding on to it the whole time, thinking,
oh, really?
Cash it in when it's time to. I mean, that clearly wasn't like the point of the gift at all. But like, so I didn't really ask much about it. I was just kind of like, I'll figure it out when I sift through all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I got to schedule a time with her, and
is it a local person or?
Yeah, it's like my wife's like stepsister.
Okay,
She's got like I don't know some credential or something. What I don't even know. Like, what do you get? Like a
Star
blessing from the
certificate?
stars, or
Yeah.
like
What?
Like I don't know. Like, do you go to school for that, or do you like hang out with a
I've
gypsy?
always been like intrigued.
I don't think
by
you can
it.
say gypsy anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
We may have to
Damn,
bleep
whatever.
that.
No,
Right.
you can say gypsy. You just can't say it in a derogatory.
But isn't gypsy a derogatory term?
No,
it isn't?
No.
Ah, fuck. All right.
Yeah,
Never mind.
they were gypsies.
All right.
Anyways, I meant
As long as they're not trying to screw you out,
Trying to
and
gyp
you're
you.
like, "Hey, you gypsy."
Yeah, trying to
full
gyp you.
practice. Yeah.
Oof. Yeah. So, like, what is a natal chart?
I don't know, and that's what
Like, where they read your hand?
No, it's from
No,
your.
that's-
So you need
It's
your
a-
birth time.
It's astrology
Yeah.
based. So,
Yo, that's another thing, man. Like, there's people that are die hard into astrology,
right.
and I don't. I'm not saying I don't, but I don't.
I used to be like, what is this? And then the only thing that like the womb, the womb, but the moon like does fuck with shit, like gravitational pulls on the ocean. Like, so maybe there is like a splinter of something into astrology, but also when those were made, the stars have changed.
Yeah,
I just want like something actionable out of it. You know, like on Tuesday, like stand on this corner. And,
and you get
a high five from this man. You know, like
that would be amazing.
Like, something
totally
where I could be like, you know, like I don't
chart.
believe or disbelieve, but like I don't want to sit here for an hour and have me read something that is utterly useless.
That is like very vague, and
it's like
can
I
apply
could
to
have been
anyone.
like farting around for that hour, you know, somewhere else, and like instead I'm here. Like
it's like
telling you my
Nostradamus.
birthday.
Like he's like, kingdom will fall in 2020.
Right, you're gonna have a bad day in 2023. You know, like I don't know what I need to hear.
So you had a bad day. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's people that, like I said, there's people that are diehard into it, and like, but yeah, there is like constellations and all that shit, and like, but the moon that does affect tides.
Yeah, that's the only like actual science
It
that
affects
I'm like
women's insides.
Having to go anywhere for an hour though just reminds me of church, and like I'm like. Like it's like you're gonna go and you're gonna sit for an hour, you know. Like it's just kind of like and they don't tell you what's inside of that hour. Or
that seems weird to me because it's like, well, if this is based on stars, why do I need to be in there?
I mean, what? Can I just like email it to you?
Yeah,
like
right. Just give me the report.
You know, like is there a show? Is there? You know,
yeah.
like,
why don't you have a questionnaire that I could answer and I could just email back to you?
Right.
Prost has one.
Or better yet, if this were a gift, you would have prepared it knowing my birth date, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. How do you?
What quality do you like in men?
Yeah, you came to my birthday. You know my birthday.
Big old dick. Yeah, you know my birthday. You know my date.
Yeah.
You know my birth time.
Where would you? I guess on your birthday you would have your birth time.
Probably, yeah.
That seems like something a parent would know.
On a side note, like kind of
Is that
adjoined?
child?
Yeah.
Probably. They're right above us.
Oh,
so they're
hell
probably,
no.
I'm trying to get in.
They probably
Yes.
Oh, they're probably wanting to be on the podcast.
They probably are yelling. They could be
that's-
yelling down to yeah.
A broom.
Or it's a ghost. No, that's June.
That's the cuckoo clock.
June-
I feel like we're in a haunted mansion right now.
Everything's going crazy.
But
right now.
Neil
because
deGrasse,
we're talking about astrology.
Neil deGrasse like made Titanic. James Cameron redo the Titanic movie because he like pointed out all the stars were wrong.
Oh, I think I heard that.
Yeah.
I think that might be,
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah. Mike Tyson's
Mike Tyson's
stepbrother. So touching back, I was kind of hammered when I came up with this this topic. Going back to you wanting to be cooking.
Yes.
What if we opened a restaurant?
Oh, I could bake.
Fox could bake. I could barbecue and smoke some stuff. Josh,
Make vegetarian food.
yeah.
Josh makes some damn good vegetarian food.
I bet, dude. I'm kind of down. I'm willing to try some
vegetarian chili during New Year's. Freaking amazing.
I made a Wellington like on Christmas. And that was pretty bomb. I don't know. Everyone in my meat eating family enjoyed it.
Yeah, I feel like it's not that crazy to like.
Have you tried nuggets? Vegetarian Wellington?
What do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
they make one.
they
too.
make one.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like
You should.
Yeah, like vegetarian nuggets.
you meant like chicken nuggets.
Sorry, the grocery store
Some
nugget.
Impossible nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just like a funny thing I thought about. I was like, oh man, the four of us running a restaurant, like dishwashing like arguing over who'd be the dishwasher, or, like prepping food the wrong way, or
I've always wanted to work in a restaurant.
Oh,
but then,
I think I would
but then,
thrive.
not really work in a restaurant.
Yeah,
You know, like the way I wanted to work in a record store.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, that's probably really sucks.
yeah, it's you're just surrounded by dicks that know it
Yeah.
all.
Like I think like I used to watch Kitchen Nightmares,
Oh, yeah.
and it would always be like people that are like, I love restaurants. I'm like, open one, and they'd like fucking blow the thing to pieces because they like had no like work ethic. And I think that would be like me to a T at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel it's like the equivalent of opening a bar as well. It's like, oh, it'd be freaking awesome, and then everyone just comes and gets drunk.
yeah,
Dude,
dude,
it's
just
just like,
friends
dude,
hanging out.
you owe me like that's sorry, man. That's like $20 for
$5,000.
Yeah.
I thought
For that one
we were
show.
in algebra in high school together, dude.
Yeah.
I can't believe that you're charging me.
Yeah. Yeah, owning a bar would, I think like me being like a partner in a bar would be okay. But yeah, it's like my brother-in-law owned a bar and he said it was the best and worst thing ever. Because
Right.
it's like constantly that where you're like, fuck, my buddies, I got to hook them up. And it's like, but I'm losing money all the time. And
Yeah.
like, you just have to party all the time. And like, I don't know, the bar by us, I think it's like 3 friends that own it.
Is that the name of it?
No.
3 friends.
3 friends, 3 amigos. That's the Blind Pig.
Oh, I know that place.
Yeah,
Really?
I know where that is. Yeah,
How do you guys know it?
I drive past it now and then
isn't it by Whole Foods?
It's like, yeah, that's literally like right in my, you guys drive by my house and don't say anything?
for work.
Jen's family used to live there. So we used to hang out in that.
I don't have a nightlife anymore.
Neither do I.
Have you ever been to On the Y?
No, you go to
Never been on the Y.
You should go to that place. It's fucking wild. My
Yeah, I've
Jen's
heard.
brother used to go for karaoke.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, he's like stone sober.
Yeah.
And he's like all these drunk people like drinking out of the pitcher.
Yeah.
Because that's how cheap beer was there.
Yeah. They have a limo.
Yeah.
I don't have a nightlife either. Like, there was just one night last week where I was like, can I go get a beer? And Katie was like, yeah. And I went, I got a beer. It was fun, though. It's a fun place. I saw a guy get maced there.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. Oh, hell no.
They're sneaking down.
Coming down.
Yeah. I got offered cocaine there one time.
Oh, really?
That was not cool. But yeah, I think like being a partner at a bar would be a lot easier than being a like an owner of a bar.
Being a former manager of restaurants, that part sucks.
It's a super hard life.
Like that's one thing. It's like end goal for me is to own my own brewery, and the aspect of like, oh, do I introduce food into it or not? Like,
I think you have to. Like, you can
I
do
know
food
that's
trucks.
the thing. It's like, okay, that's where you go
Yeah, yeah.
because as soon as you create a kitchen and you're serving food, and you got to deal with servers, you got to deal with like safe food quizzes and inspections and like just this whole world of HR mess.
Yeah.
that
I'm
sucks.
keep going. I just got to change this. Fucking, there's always something, dude. I got to change the battery in this stupid thing. But yeah, I feel like
your digital life is running out of juice
apparently,
already.
man. Fuck, I don't know.
There's the role I envision as a restaurant owner is like you're like 2 or 3 years from permanently closing.
Yeah.
And like the place runs itself and you're the guy that like sits at the bar and just drinks while you like inevitably know the place is falling down around you. And like I don't want to build it up to that point. Like I don't want to like I just want to like quantum leap into that bar stool and just kind of like go down with the ship and then be like one New Year's Day be like that's it. That's all she wrote, guys. You know, like
So there's
that's why I don't work in restaurants. Like
I'm just picturing like your first like opening day, your speech to the staff. You know, we're not going to be amazing, but we're not going to suck. But I will tell you, in about 3-4 years, I'm going to be sitting in this bar drinking my woes away because you guys have no idea when I'm closing this shit down.
We're not here for a long time. We're here for a fun time.
I want your Applebee's level of effort contributing to this sports bar or whatever we're building here.
So one of the very few amazing Super Bowl parties I have been to, which I'm not a big football fan, so I just kind of like stumble into Super Bowl parties, was based on a restaurant that I worked at that closed shop just like that. Like just one day, like we went to work and there was a note on the door, store closed, I'll call you later. And it was in You're killing my mood here, man.
Yeah, nice. In the middle of the story.
Steve's changing lenses. Maybe it's that light.
Does it plug in? Yeah, but it's like an AC adapter.
Your light drained the battery. But yeah, it was when I first moved out to San Luis Obispo, and our neighbors got me the job. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm working at this fry cook place down the street, Roy's Burgers. Like, you want a job?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have nothing right now." So I went there, started working. I think I worked there 3-4 months, because I got there in November, and they closed before Super Bowl. So that's like February. They had been open.
Like, you weren't even there the whole football season.
Yeah. They weren't like, he had been there for like 5-6 years, but like he was always griping about the advertisement, and he was Roy. And like, it was fucking odd. We'd show up hungover and like and just like work late, and just that was the quintessential, like the closest to the movie Waiting that I've ever been in a restaurant like setting. Like, it was just a bunch of like college dropouts working at this fry shop owned by this old man that was really cool. So we get there and we see the note and we're like, cool, day off. Like, buy a 12-pack? Yeah. Go back home, start drinking. 2 days later, the neighbor, he's like, Roy finally called me. He said he's going to be there Tuesday to pick up for you to come in and get your last checks. So we go in there and he's like, hey, anything you want in this restaurant that doesn't have a posted note on it, like, take. And we're like, so like all the food? And he's like, yeah, pretty much anything but the fluorescent signs, which are rented. So I have to return those. Like, if it's not bolted down, take it. And so we ended up with essentially a fully stocked restaurant's worth of meat between two apartments.
Whoa.
Yeah. It was freaking awesome.
Did you know how to cook it?
Oh, everything but so we left like anything we had to deep fry.
You should have opened your own restaurant.
Just on the corner.
Yeah, pop-up shot.
Yeah, but it was awesome. Like, so that Super Bowl, we're like, hey, we have all this meat that we can barely fit in both of our freezers. We had like turkey patties, ostrich patties, like a bunch of tri-tip.
Wow.
Owning a pizza parlor would be pretty cool.
I feel like whatever restaurant you open, you have to run as well. And I think it seems like any good business seems like they're always working hard at it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like live at your restaurant.
I think there has to be a passion behind your restaurant.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's unique. They're like the number one most failed businesses in the world.
Right.
It's like the three-year rule, like with teachers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like if after 3 years, if you make it, you're like probably going to stick around.
If you haven't hooked up with a kid in the first 3 years,
Right.
you're
You
not gonna make
haven't
it.
punched anyone.
Yeah, it'd be. I think it'd be really cool, but it would be hard too. Like, I feel like I would thrive in it, but it would just ruin you as well. So, but yeah.
I also think it's about what is your end game? Is it
doesn't seem like there's an end game
3
in a
years from now,
restaurant.
you sit in at the bar just anticipating every night you may close.
Cashing out. It's like, when can I cash out?
Or is it like to break even? Is it to, like, are you going to be a cornerstone for your community? Like,
to entertain the world.
to entertain the world. So I read, like, when I was in hospitality, I read a book called Setting the Table. And it drove me crazy because the first like 100 pages is just talking about his elitism and like how his dad and his grandfather, well, his dad went bankrupt like twice, but then his grandfather like owned all this money and he'd fly to Europe during his spring break, like going to college, because he had shares in like some like American Airlines. And it was just like, what is this guy talking about? Just hospitality. But he finally gets to it, and he talks about it like being a passion, and also instilling that passion into everyone else that they want to buy in and be potentially part of that growth.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I don't know. You guys watch The Bear?
I have not. I heard
It
awesome.
ruled.
Yeah,
I didn't finish it, but it was good. But it was kind of like that where he comes
Great
in.
review.
He comes in and he's just like, everyone's kind of like, yeah, whatever, fuck it. Like, this restaurant sucks. But then he just like starts slowly like breaking everybody like that habit and instilling work ethic. So yeah, it was a good one. But yeah, but restaurants are a weird one. They don't seem like, it's not like you can be like, all right, done, I'm retiring, walking away. It's like that usually like the whole thing like falls apart after that. So.
Right.
I mean, the other place I worked at was the Laguna Barbecue Brew. I don't know if you ever visited us when I was working there.
Where was that at?
It was like a fry cook with a bar and a convenience mart. It was when we lived in Los Osos.
Oh, I only went there like once.
Yeah. I don't know if you actually made it out to the work site.
We went to Freebirds, I think.
Yeah, that was in Santa Barbara.
Oh, same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know that area. It's all the same.
150 miles and one give or take. But yeah, he kind of like had IRS problems. Like he came to me and he's like, yeah,
I need to borrow some money. It's like, I need you to drive me somewhere.
Do my taxes.
No, it was like, hey, two guys are going to come in suits asking for me.
Whoa.
You don't know me. I'm like, yeah, if they ask for Tom Sandercock.
Whoa, Fox. I don't know if you could drop names like that on here.
The name.
Is he even alive?
I don't know.
Yeah. IRS.
Well,
Give me.
speaking of people that had IRS problems and are probably dead, we can move on to most notable deaths of 2022.
Yeah.
If you guys are up for that. According to Vanity, you guys want to guess the number one most notable death of 2022?
Well, is it the soonest one?
No, it's not like who died last.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it might be Barbara Walters.
No,
How do you determine notable
Well, she died
death?
this year,
Like,
though. No?
Everyone Googled it or something? Or what's the...
Oh, it's the Queen.
Oh, that's right.
Queen Elizabeth was the number one, which I guess is like a pretty big deal.
I guess. Yeah. I don't really remember too many deaths.
I mean, for the record, she was 96 years old.
Yeah.
She had it coming. I will disclaimer on this. Like when someone's like, "Oh, it's such a sad," like dude, they were 89, 90.
Yeah.
Like
that person's like,
they're buying time.
I don't know though. Do you ever? I don't know if you ever feel old or like. Do you think you're just like? I still feel like I got a long time left in me. I can see you being like 90 and also being like got a long time left, and then you just die. And you're like, well, I guess I didn't, like.
Yeah, I mean, Dick Van Dyke still.
Dick Van Dyke's like, he's like 96. That guy's hella old. He's always rocking crazy.
My dad got like some like 30-year warranty thing on the house, and he was like, I won't even be alive by the time it's done. And I'm like, it's like, that's
fucking, a great mentality.
That's like super morbid to think about. Like, it's like, like, I guess for warranty's sake.
So number two?
Oh, number two. Well, I don't think we need to go through like all, how many? 33? 33 is not that many. Sidney Poitier. They called me Mr. Tibbs.
Guess who's coming to dinner?
Dude, guess who number 3 is?
Mr. Tibbs.
No. That crazy bitch Anne Heche that drove her car into a house.
That was the wildest death.
That was
crazy. Yeah.
That she didn't kill anyone else and that the neighbor was actually really chill with it. Like I remember the neighbor being like,
it's whatever. We're gonna move. It's a rental.
We were expecting it.
We live on a crazy corner.
Yeah, we've talked to the city numerous times about this. There's a guy that drives his motorcycle up the street every morning.
You didn't see the signs.
James Caan was number 3.
Don't even know who that is.
James Caan, the actor.
He was in like The Godfather.
Yeah. Do I need to run this down, Fox? He was Sonny Corleone in The Godfather.
Right. Yeah.
Look what they did to my boy. What? He was an elf. And Bottle Rocket.
Oh yeah, he's the dad in Elf.
And Misery. And probably a bunch of other shit.
He's miserable in Misery.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Probably just do the top 10.
Number 5. Yeah, we don't need to. There's some good ones on here, Sachin Littlefeather. Marlon Brando's request. Sachin Littlefeather declined.
That's number 6.
Yeah, oh yeah, she was a Native
Foo
American.
Fighters drummer died. Like,
Yeah. He's probably not in the top 10, unfortunately.
really? Over that lady? She just like stood on stage.
Yeah, she accepted the award.
That was
yeah.
like her one thing. I don't know.
I mean, that's like a pretty, I guess, big moment, right?
I didn't live through the time, so I have no.
Olivia
reference,
Newton-John, number 6. Who?
Oh yeah.
Let's Get Physical.
Yeah.
That song was the number 1 song in America the week I was born, January 22nd, 1982.
That's creepy.
Wow.
I was at Rayleigh's today and it was playing, and I told Emily, and she was like, "I'm 5." Yeah. Jerry Lee Lewis, who honestly I thought was dead already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't he like shoot his wife or something?
Dude, Jerry Lee
Or, like,
Lewis is
He's insane.
he was insane, dude.
Yeah.
So he was married to his first cousin.
Yeah.
But then he was also just like always hopped up on pills and speed, and he rammed his Cadillac into Graceland.
Oh wow.
He shot up his apartment back in the day, which was connected to a dentist office, and he shot up all the equipment and everything. Yeah, they called him the killer for a reason.
Oh.
He lit every piano on fire.
He lit every piano on fire.
Yeah.
Monica Vitti, I don't know who that is.
No.
What?
She was-
Top 10?
A muse and a partner to author Michelangelo Antonio. I don't know. She's pretty hot though.
Yeah.
Oh.
The picture seems familiar.
Yeah.
Never seen her. Number 9, Bob Saget.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
That was a rough
early.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was rough.
Yeah, it was a year ago on the 9th of this month, January. And then Loretta Lynn, coal miner's daughter. That's the top 10. We can keep going if you want. 11, Leslie Jordan, the dude from I don't know.
Oh, what's his name?
Oh,
from
Will and Grace.
Oh,
Sorry.
they will be missed.
And what's his name from The Wire? Omar?
Oh yeah, I don't think that one's on here. Angela, fucking
I don't know if
Coolio.
he died 2 years ago or a year
Coolio,
ago.
Yeah.
Coolio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Christy Alley,
Yeah.
Paul Sorvino, Christina McVeigh, Ray Liotta. That was a big one.
He's still doing movies.
He
He's
is
in
Cocaine Bear. Dude, so I was reading, I was going to do, like I mentioned, I was
What?
going to do like facts about 2022, but it was all just like shootings and like shitty stuff. And the last fact was about Cocaine Bear, how it's coming out. It actually took place in like 1985, I guess. But the actual bear is stuffed at some place in Kentucky.
Uh-huh.
So
Can you do cocaine off of it?
probably. It's just got like
Kentucky.
one long nail. Oh, Meatloaf. Yeah, Meatloaf was on there. 26 was Taylor Hawkins from the Foo
They
Fighters.
call him Robert Paulson.
They call me Robert Paulson. I need to go back and watch that movie. I haven't seen it. I don't think I've seen it since we watched it together.
It's still a great
Does
movie.
it still hold up?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good movie.
Ivan Reitman.
Action drama. Ivan Reitman.
Yeah, there's just a ton of people on here. William Hurt. Louis
I
Anderson.
hurt myself today.
William hurt myself today. To see if I still breathe. Yeah. So yeah, that was it. I mean, yeah, it was a big deal. But I wanted to do like weird facts, but there was nothing. It was all just like Kanye, Will Smith,
Yeah.
and then like political shit and shootings. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, are you guys gonna get Drew's kid anything good for his birthday?
You know, every time someone mentions his birthday, I'm like, I keep forgetting it's my responsibility to get something. And I'm like, I don't know what to fucking get him. I heard Transformers, so
I'm getting the Sky from Paw Patrol.
okay.
And he has Rubble and Marshall already. So
I don't know. I like to get crazy shit for
I don't know
kids.
Paw Patrol.
Like, I was shopping for your kid. I was like, oh, I know they're going to the snow, and they have these like snow brick molds to build like bricks out of.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was like, I should have got that for Henry, but I got Lincoln Logs instead, which is also kind of a building thing.
No,
Lincoln Logs are clutch, dude. Those rule.
Yeah, I thought they're pretty cool.
Magnetiles are a good one.
Yeah,
no magnetiles. Fucking Henry loves.
Yeah, I love
all he does.
magnetiles.
Yeah.
This weird dude just playing with magnetiles. Yeah, I think I might just get him a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a good handgun.
Some vice grips.
Yeah, some vice grips.
One of our number one fans, Max, got him. I maybe fucked this up, but it's either Kin or Ryu fighting Michelangelo.
What do you mean? Like
Like the two figurines. I don't know. I don't know if it's a joke,
like a
but
statue of them? Or
No,
what?
like
you
like
play with them?
yeah, actually.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Even
Like
though-
Street Fighter versus Ninja Turtles.
Is Sam into? I don't know if I just say his name, but I think he said his name on there. Is he into that stuff?
He is now.
He is now. He's gonna have to be. Yeah, it's. I was like, I don't know, man. We kind of missed Paw Patrol. Maybe it's like a boys thing. I don't know.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not. My son doesn't know what to do with like he wants to get like toys that he's almost aged out of. I'm like, dude, don't do that. Think about the next level. Move on. 'Cause
Yeah.
you got other people coming behind you.
Dude, our
They'll get it.
Emily turned 5 like right before Christmas, and the other day she's like, I want to watch Coco Melon. I'm like, no, dude, we're not watching Coco Melon. That shit's annoying. And then she was like, I want to watch it, and I was like, whatever. And she watched it for like 45 minutes. I'm like, this is stuff like 2 and 3-year-olds watch.
Wow.
Why are we watching this?
Yeah, my kids
So-
after like New Year's, they were like into the Coco Melon, and I think it's like they were just like so overwhelmed. They're like they just like
Yeah,
I need
maybe it is
something
like a
easy.
calming thing.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Henry's way into Octonauts.
Which one's that?
It's on Netflix.
That's
it's
cool.
like
yeah,
Oh.
it's a cool show. I mean, they're cool enough.
I will say it has. So there's a musical episode, and it fucking rocks actually for a kids cartoon musical.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, they actually put some heart into this.
Yeah, man. They got they got Ed Sheeran to write a couple jams here.
Meatloaf is in it, ironically.
Oh wow,
No.
Octonauts.
Yeah,
I'd probably recognize it if I saw it, but
it's a bunch of like creatures that save seawater creatures.
And they
Oh,
like
that's pretty
look, they like explore animals.
Yeah.
and stuff. So it's like you feel like
Wild Kratts.
yeah.
But then they do a little like expose at the end about that creature.
Oh, okay, yeah, like Wild Kratts. That's on
Yeah.
PBS.
Yeah.
That's kind of like that.
You
That's a
feel
good
like
one.
you're contributing to like something.
Some kind of education.
Yeah, some education.
As opposed to the Paw Patrol, which is just liquid
Cop
garbage in your
loving.
yeah.
It's all about just loving the cops.
Yeah, on Reddit, I think it's called the Daniel Tiger Conspiracy. it's like a group or whatever they are on Reddit, and it's all the parents that are just like, so if they really did live in London for that long, how come they like? It's just like weird shit like that.
My kid like
How long has Prince Friday been around? How many like generations and all that stuff?
I don't know. My kid learned to say like for instead of so from like watching some British TV or something. He was like, "Can we
really?
do this for I can go to this?" And you're like, "Why? Why do you say it that way?"
Yeah.
And then it's like he's watched like some TV show where they're from England or something.
All right, right. Go.
Yeah. Tally ho,
Hey,
father.
governor.
Yeah.
Hey, governor. Yeah, let's go get a pint.
Get the
Yeah, I don't know.
bloody out of my voice you go.
So the other day, I was like, I think just because we were talking about Forrest Gump, I was like, I want to watch it, and I didn't realize it's on Netflix. It's just right there on Netflix. I was like searching for it and all that shit. And our oldest, she's 6. I was like, she probably hang like at least like the first half where he's a kid is fine. Dude, not chill at all, man.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I fast forward. I fast forward to that part, and then there's like the whole school segregation thing.
Yeah.
And the dude drops the N bomb,
Yeah.
and I'm like, whoa, okay. And then there's Jenny just hoeing it up, climbing into bed with him. And then by this point, she had kind of lost interest. She was doing something else. I think she was like coloring, and then you basically see Tom Hanks's pubes when he's
Coming out of the
walking.
shower, yeah.
And I was like, all right, that's it. We're done. Like, we're not watching this movie anymore. But
There's like an Indian Forrest Gump on Netflix, and it's like the exact same story, but like takes place in India, and he's like on a train.
Oh, I
He's
thought you
like,
meant like Native American.
no, like India, like in India.
So Mama always used to say,
But it's like
not intelligent is as not intelligent does. Or that's my Native American impression.
We'll unpack that later.
Yeah. Might be a good time to wrap it up, honestly. So, me mother always says.
One of the most amazing, and they're going for the Oscars. Is RRR.
oh right, yeah.
I don't know if you've checked. It's a like 3-hour long Indian movie, BollyWood movie that freaking rocks.
It's
Shake your head, but
I'm not shaking my head at. I'm just like saying no. I haven't seen it.
oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were shaking your head at the 3-hour mark.
yeah,
That-
2 Bollywood movies to watch.
Because I was telling to Stephanie too, and she's like 3 hours, like, and I just one day put it on in the morning, and then like 20 minutes in, she's sitting down watching it,
It's called like RRR.
like the letters. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I think like 90% of it is like CGI or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Like that's
It's just, I mean, the opening number is a guy that like
opening number.
spoiler alert.
hand signals to a stranger how he's gonna save this kid on a burning or like from a burning bridge with a horse and a motorcycle and some rope.
Yeah, like you explained it to me, and I was like, I don't care. And then I put it on, and I was like, okay, this is pretty crazy.
I think I've heard of it. I
yeah.
probably heard about it from you, but
Probably.
I started watching New Girl on Netflix. It's pretty good.
With the Chanel.
Yeah, it's just hella funny.
Stephanie's watching it.
It rules. It's so funny.
loves it.
Yeah, it's great. I've LOL'd multiple times.
And she sings to herself while doing stuff.
Yeah. Did you shave your legs? Yes. Did you shave the back of your legs? No, it's funny, but yeah, I'll check out RR.
R.
It was called Triple R.
Yeah.
Triple R.
Triple R.
Triple
Like
X.
Triple X.
Really,
Vin
really.
Diesel.
Similar.
Yeah.
Similar in quality.
So are you guys
Wait,
Diesel
it's-
fans or
It's so this movie is like a Vin Diesel movie, like an action
it's
movie.
It's way better.
It's got action like that Triple
Yeah.
X movie, but
Yeah.
like imagine it taking place in like 1920s India.
Oh
Yeah.
man! All right, I guess. Oh, like
And
Indiana
it's-
Jones.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. No, it's like I would say it's noteworthy for
Bunch of stupid fucking like. Oh yeah, it's like Indiana Jones. Temple of Doom. 1922.
No, there's a great dance number in it too. It's like, oh, they're
Drew's
like,
out.
Yep.
right.
Drew's not.
No,
gonna watch
it's like a musical action, like coming of age, like bro pick. It's you would think like it doesn't know what it is, but it knows exactly what it is, and it's crazy.
Where can I watch it?
I think it's Netflix.
Netflix.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Netflix, yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
I will say we did see the new Puss in Boots.
Ah.
Fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Not good. I mean, I've never seen. That was the first one I've ever seen.
Of the
I
Shrek
thought-
series.
No, yeah. Shrek. Well, I've seen all the Shreks, most of them, and those are good. But yeah, I just never saw it. It was just one of those things where like, that's fucking playing in like an hour. Let's go. I thought Antonio Banderas was good, but there was so many actors in it too. Like I had no idea who it was.
Huh.
There was just like, cause it's all voice. And I was like, I don't know who any of these people are, but I wouldn't waste my money on it again. But the movie going experience is like way crazier now. Where like you have recliners, you can get cocktails if you want them. Popcorn's pretty solid. It wasn't terribly expensive either.
You have to reserve your seat.
Yeah, which was nice because you could kind of pick where you wanted to sit. So,
I always pick like 2 seats away from Stephanie.
There you go. That's a good one. But it was like a full-on recliner, man. Like I was kicked back. I dropped the brightness on my phone all the way down. I was just cruising Reddit the whole time. I accidentally opened a dick pic from Reddit in a movie theater. Because I was just like searching Lodi, just like
Walmart.
So like
movie theaters.
searching Lodi, and you came across a dick pic.
Yeah, it was like some dude, and it was like 36 years.
The Lodi Arch.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one, man. That's a good one. No, it was like 36 years around the sun. Happy Merry Christmas to me or whatever. And the picture was like frosted, and it didn't. I was just like, what the hell? And I click on it, and it was just this dude's like just crazy boner. I'm like, God damn, bro. And then I immediately remembered I had a 5-year-old, and who knows who's sitting behind me. So.
Good pick, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's you?
Made you look. Yeah. Happy birthday. You must work out. So, all right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Do you guys, anybody have anything else? Ed? Nothing really?
No.
All right.
No.
I just realized that I think the light should be on top of the microphone, underneath the microphone. Josh, you're a so if it looks kind of dark, I can probably fix it in post.
I'm going to change the light now and see what happens.
Yeah.
No, then I gotta do it again and all that stuff, and like, I don't know. Oh, I do think that the Dude Studios is probably one of the funniest goddamn things.
Dude Studios.
Live from the Dude
live from
Studios.
Dude Studio.
Yeah, we'll work that in somehow. So, cool. All right. Well, that's all I got. I don't know, guys, you have anything, or do you have any more of the flyers? I can put some of those up around town.
I think I do. I don't know if I have the cool ones.
No. So next episode we'll just.
My mom was driving in my car with me.
Oh.
And like she was like, "What are these about?" Like, nothing. I don't know. Just some numbers.
Wrong number.
Yeah,
Wrong number.
right.
Yeah, we'll get more flyers out. We'll get Dennis Rodman on
Right.
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
We'll recap Drew's birthday, his son's birthday. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out for next episode. So cool. And Fox, bring your labeler so we can.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, on that note,
Hazah. Oh, Henry's hella saying huzzah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all the time. Like just down the street. Huzzah.
Joyous kid.